Hi Capricorn, welcome to August. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I'm going to call in some good energy. So this month, we have a new moon in Leo on August 8th and a full moon in Aquarius on the 22nd. And this full moon is a blue moon. It's the second full moon in Aquarius that we're having this year. So also Uranus in Taurus is moving retrograde on around the 20th, just before the full moon. We have two planets changing signs. Mercury is moving into Virgo, which is its home sign. It has been in Leo. And Venus, which was in Virgo, is moving into Libra and around the middle of the month, which is her home sign also. So when planets are in their home sign, they're stronger, their influence is stronger, they're happier, they influence things in a more positive way. Their energies flow more easily. So anyway, we'll talk about the astrology later. Let's see. What does Capricorn need to know about love and relationships this month, August 2021? What does Capricorn need to know about love and relationships for August 2021? What does Capricorn need to know about love and relationships for August 2021? Okay. The Temperance card. The Six of Swords. The King of Swords. The Page of Wands. The Four of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. The Hierophant. The Four of Wands. The Star. Awesome. And the Five of Cups is underneath the deck. Okay. So you're starting the month out with the Temperance card. This is a card of balance, finding the middle way, balancing opposite energies. Maybe you need more work-life balance in a relationship, or you could be connecting with someone you're very compatible. Temperance card in relationships, it's two people that are coming together that are very compatible but also very different, and you're having to balance the energies, because you're so different that you have to kind of meet each other in the middle. You have to compromise. It's learning how to compromise, learning how to balance the energies, create win-win situations. You may have to see things from the other person's perspective. But I feel like you're coming out of a difficult situation. You have the Six of Swords here. This is moving away from difficulty, moving toward greater harmony. So if you've had problems in a relationship, it's possible that through communication, through learning to see each other from a different perspective, learning to compromise, learning to, make concessions, create a win-win, create peace, is helping the situation. Sometimes the Six of Swords can mean an actual physical move, but more often than not, it just means a metaphorical move, that things are going to get much better, much easier. There won't be as much conflict in the future in a relationship. You have the King of Swords here. So I'm seeing two kings. So maybe you're even moving away from a relationship. Some of you might be. Because the King of Swords energy here is someone who's doing a lot of thinking, trying to decide what's real, separate what's real from what's not real, trying to make a decision. This person sometimes can have harsh energy or judgmental energy. So you might have been dealing with someone who was very critical of you or not valuing you enough. And you feel like you might have been fighting over feeling that this person was just too harsh with you, too hard on you. And maybe you're moving away from this relationship. Or moving away from someone who was very critical. And sometimes this could be an authority figure. Sometimes the King of Swords can represent some type of legal issue. So if you're in a marriage and you're divorcing, it could be an air sign. You were dealing with an air sign. Swords can sometimes be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it doesn't have to be. The main energy of the King of Swords is someone who seems emotionally unavailable, seems like they're all about logic and not about emotion. Whereas, the earth signs are more about, well, security, and the earth signs are more down to earth, open, warm and friendly. The air energy is a little bit more intellectual or distant. So you might have been dealing with someone that you felt like you couldn't connect with on an emotional level. And there's this Five of Cups energy here on the Page of Wands. I feel like you may even you may have recently heard from someone in the past, some message or some news. I feel like if you've broken up with someone, this person has regrets. This person is sorry about the way things happened and the way things ended. So that I think they're going to want to contact you and let you know that they still care, or try to, reconnect in some way. Because they have they're feeling a sense of loss. I'm getting that feeling with this Five of Cups is a sense of regret and loss. So this person is focusing on what they've lost. I mean, I think you might even still have a relationship with this person, but you may no longer be living in the same house, or you just may no longer have the same closeness. Like you've learned how to, like you may have worked out some kind of compromise where you could still be friends, but you're looking for something else, because I'm seeing this Queen of Pentacles here in the future. You're wanting something more secure. You have the Four of Pentacles. You want financial security. You have a tendency to hold on too much, or to try to control the outcome of what you're wanting. So you have to learn how to go with the flow. But I feel like you're looking to the future. I mean, the two of you, like, look, the King here, these two people they're not facing each other. So there's some kind of rift in the relationship, or falling out. I don't think it's permanent. I think you're still going to be, I think this person's going to call and apologize, or they may already have called and apologized. But you're looking for something else. You're moving on. You want someone like this. Like, here's this King of Pentacles. You want to find a soulmate. You're tired of, and you're looking for someone who's a little bit more financially secure, someone who's a little more down to earth, less volatile maybe. Because this King of Pentacles is someone who, he cares very much about home and family. Money and material things bring him a sense of security. I mean, and that's what the earth signs are all about. They're about feeling secure. And the way they feel secure is through the things that they own. The money in the bank, the house, that gives them a feeling of success and a feeling of security. And they work really hard, especially Capricorns. Capricorns work really hard to provide for their families. And they want that sense of security. Like, I want my family to be safe and secure. I want enough money in the bank so that, in case of any emergencies, we've got that there for us. So you could be looking for more financial security in a relationship, looking for someone who's a little bit more successful or stable financially. Now, when the King and Queen come up in a reading, that usually means a soulmate connection. But I feel like it may not happen this month, because the star, it can happen. I think that you can achieve what you're wanting, but it's something you're going to have to work toward to manifest in the future, because the star is a card of hope. So you're moving away from a relationship that maybe wasn't a good fit, but you are moving towards something that will be a much better fit, and it could even lead to commitment, because you have the Hierophant here in your environment and the Four of Wands. You're wanting a commitment. You're wanting someone who's going to be there for you for a long period of time, and you can have that. The star is saying yes, but it may take a while for it to manifest. It's not going to be an immediate thing. But as long as you're not wasting your energy on the wrong relationship, you can then focus on getting into the right situation. And there could also, because the Four of Wands is stability, a happy home, victory, success. You might even be thinking about starting a business, because sometimes this King of Pentacles is the entrepreneur card. But it's in your negative thinking sector, so you might have some fears around that. Maybe you're afraid of giving up a secure thing start your own thing. But I feel that you might even be connecting with the Hierophant. Sometimes means connecting with an organization that's going to be around a long time. So if you change jobs during this time, if a new opportunity comes up, it's going to be with a company that's very secure, very stable, and it's going to bring you more financial security. And you're going to I feel like you're going to be connecting with someone that you really get along with. But I also feel in a relationship, you're going to find someone that you really are in sync with. Now that you're moving on, you're moving away from a difficult situation and moving towards something much better. And I think that this relationship, when it does show up, can lead to commitment, because this is like, following tradition, someone, and it could be with someone who's a little bit conservative, maybe a little bit stubborn, could be a Taurus, I don't know, because that's the card of Taurus, but, or another earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, like yourself. But whoever it is, even if it's not the sign, it's someone who's very solid and stable and dependable. So you're moving away from, let's say, someone who was emotionally unavailable, or you just weren't a good fit, good match, towards someone who is a better fit, a better match, and can bring you a dream situation, what you've been wanting and hoping for. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So you have this new moon in Leo in your 8th house, and it's conjunct Mercury, and it's squaring Uranus in the 5th house. So the 8th house is the house of it's resources that you receive, money that you receive from others, not necessarily the money that you earn with yourself. It's also the house of intimacy. It's the house of transformation. It's the house where we confront our demons. So I feel that there could be a relationship that comes up that's going to be more intimate, more passionate. You could have a chance to connect with someone where you have greater communication, because this new moon is conjunct Mercury. It's the planet of communication. So news could be coming in. You might get a message from someone this month. And it could be unexpected. You have Uranus in the 5th house. That's the house of fun, romance. It's coming and it's like some unexpected thing pops up. Now, sometimes it could also be that you have an unexpected expense that comes in because of maybe a child or a creative project that's costing you more money than you thought it was going to cost, and you have to come up with the money. Chiron is in Aries. It's in your 4th house. I feel like you have some healing to do around home and family that is going to help you form a more intimate connection. Like there's something around like your childhood that may be preventing you from bonding with someone on an intimate level, really at the soul level. So I feel like there's going to be some healing this month, and you have an opportunity for a new beginning to really connect and heal the old wounds and be more open than you have been in the past to intimacy. You have Mars and Venus are in your 9th house. So that's where your energy is focused this month. Mars with the 9th is about long distance travel. You might be thinking about moving or taking a trip or connecting with people from a different culture or at a distance. It's also about higher education. So you might be focused on learning new skills, really going into the weeds, in Virgo, focusing on the details. Now, Venus is opposing Neptune, I'm sorry. Neptune's in the 3rd house. So communication can be a little bit shaky with Neptune in the 3rd house, especially with close relatives. Like you may feel like they don't get you. Like, your friends and your family, they just don't understand what you're doing. Like you want to do this. You may have this new creative project that involves like publishing or communication or teaching or learning and marketing even. And you want to reach a global market, and your family's like, what are you, crazy? Like they just don't get you. They don't understand where you're coming from. So you want to make sure that you're communicating clearly, because I think you're moving into something that you really love doing. You're going to be more creative. And you might get some inspired thoughts with Venus and Neptune contacts. But I don't think your family's going to see where you're coming from. Now, also, you have Pluto in the first house. It's been transforming your life since 2008. It wants to change how you present yourself to the world. Venus is trining Pluto at this new moon. So if you're starting anything new, it could really change how you are seen in the world. You may get recognition, or you might be in more of a leadership position as a result of this project, this creative project. Or you might be the person in charge. You just have to watch out for power struggles when Venus and Pluto come together. And there could be some power struggles around money also, involving some creative project or some communications project. Saturn is in your second house, so your expenses may be rising. But Saturn is trining the North Node in Gemini in your sixth house. So Saturn is saying, maybe you need to take a new path to bring more money in. Maybe you need to, speak up. If you're not making enough money, speak up about it. Or take work, follow a new path and be more dedicated, more committed. Like really focus on doing the work to get you in a better place financially. The full moon happens on the 22nd, and that's happening in your second house. So something is completing around your financial situation. Now the moon, Jupiter moves back into your second house, so that can bring money in. Whenever Jupiter brings money, opportunity, luck, abundance. So in your second house, you could have some money coming in by the end of this month. That's going to help your financial situation. You have Mercury in the ninth opposing Neptune in the third. So be careful if you're signing any contracts around this time. Make sure you read the fine print, because there could be some confusion or miscommunication or misunderstanding around a project, a communications project. So read the fine print, ask questions, get all the details, and you should be okay. Like I said, if you're doing any kind of creative writing, you're going to be really at your peak. You're going to really be inspired. You could be really writing some of your best work. Venus moves into Libra, and Mercury will be in Virgo, Mercury's strong in Virgo. So you're really going to be good about the details. If you're doing any work, if you're like taking a new class, it could be that you really have to focus on the details. You might be doing some project that has a lot of parts or a lot of detailed energy. So you have to be really careful and detailed during this time. Venus is in your 10th house, so your career is going to really be much more enjoyable as now that Venus is in Libra, because Venus rules your 10th house. So your relationships with your coworkers will be better. Your public image will be better. People will see you as more creative, more charming, more sociable. And Venus is trining Saturn. So if you have an opportunity for a new position, if you get a promotion or you get a new job, it's going to bring in more money, number one, because it's trining Saturn, and it's going to be in place for a long time. So if you start a new creative project, or if you start a new job, and I feel like it could be something that involves career and work, because you also have the North Node in your 6th house of service in Gemini. So that it could be something where you're going to be doing writing, communication, creating. It's like creative. It could be art and writing. And it's a grand trine. So grand trines bring abundance. They bring wealth. And this is a grand trine in air, so you're going to be using your intellect more, really. So it'll be, I think it's going to be positive. You could have some career improvements, and that will also affect your financial situation in a positive way around the time of this full moon. Like I said, Uranus is in the 5th house. It's trining Mars in the 10th and the 9th house. So there could be something with technology that's also involving publishing, marketing, website, internet, reaching out to a global market. Whatever it is, it's going to be something that's in place for a long time, very stable, and it's going to bring you more abundance. So be on the lookout for that. It may involve a lot of work, a lot of details, but you'll be happy with the outcome because it'll bring you something that's more stable. It will help stabilize your financial situation. Let's see, what else? Mercury opposite Neptune. I went over that. So if you're forming either a relationship or a new job or a career opportunity, it's going to be something that I think you'll really be happy with, that will really fulfill you. It'll be around, there could even be, this partnership will be in place. Anything that involves Saturn represents stability. If it's trining Saturn, it's solid, steady, and it will be there. It may be a lot of work, more responsibility, but it will bring you in the abundance that you're looking for. So I think that this month you're going to be moving into a more secure situation, both in relationship and in career or finances. And it will be in place for a long time, and it will bring it like a dream come true. So you might find that dream job or that dream lover this month. So don't give up on your dream. I know Capricorns are always ready to do the work, so I'm not worried about that. But just release control. Try not to control the outcome. Just like see what flies in, because with Uranus, you never know. But you know that it's going to be a shock. It's going to be unexpected. But it will lead you down a new path. And it may get you out of your comfort zone a little bit because it's a square aspect. So you might feel like, I have to give up my security to take advantage of this opportunity. Am I doing the right thing? There could be a little bit of fear there because you're getting out of your comfort zone. But I feel that you are, as long as you pay attention to the details, read all the fine print, know what you're getting into, satisfied that, this is exactly what you want, I think it's going to be a good experience for you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I wish you, if you did resonate with the reading, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, leave a comment, because I love reading all the comments. And thank you for supporting this channel. If you'd like a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, embrace the new. Be glad that you're not wasting your energy on something that was not valuing who you are. I think you're going to move into a situation where you are going to truly be valued. And you're going to be receiving proper compensation as well. Not only are you going to get the love you need, you're going to get the money. So enjoy August, Capricorn, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.